Be coastal. There we go. We said it.
Yeah, you named
So
it.
we've got, oh yes, map hacks all the way. So this is going to be quite an interesting one. We will see the balance between land and water, obviously. And as these guys, as we know, are not keen on walling, it does make it that much easier to launch a surprise land attack as well.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna offer some interesting options for both players because they kinda I think they kinda uh, they have some kind of gentleman agreement at the moment that they're not gonna wall. It's
Perhaps.
it's kind of funny. I think they're just trying to affect the meta game so that people would be a lot more braver and leave their base unwalled. Personally, I'm one of those guys who really supports walls, and I think they're a strong part of the game, and they should be left in the game. But players should be given more options to break the walls and actually punish player who goes a lot of walls.
Yeah, I mean, when you see like feudal ages and they've got 3 rows of palisades or something, I think that's a little bit ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because even when you get castle and you get knights, they can, or even some rams, they can easily just repair or put a piece of stone wall behind, and you can get your opponent out if you've got a good map for a very large portion of the game if you really want to.
Yeah, and the thing is that you always make a huge commitment to do damage if you want to break enemies' walls. And mangonels are way too powerful if you don't have a civilization with the redemption upgrade for the monks. So if you decide to break him, it's kinda you are almost always all in. That's it. You're always all in when you're trying to break the contain. Let's see, do we have a gentleman's agreement here? He has the sheep, but will he give it back? Oh, he gives it back. Good job, Jordan. Good job. My old Padawan does the right thing here. Although I wouldn't have given it back, actually. I would have just left it there.
Perhaps. What situations do you think it's acceptable to steal a sheep and boar, or when do you think it is unacceptable?
It's always acceptable. It's just the way you wanna play the game.
Yeah, if it's agreed beforehand, then I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's part of the game. I think so. I really strongly feel like it. But there are situations when you haven't actually scouted your own map.
Oh! This is nice down here. This is really nice.
Yeah.
That's brilliant Viper there. He's going to get that villager. He's going to delay the dock, and that is going to help him massively. Of course, with his economy early game, delaying that dock, he's going to get his fishing ships out earlier on. Taking a villager in the process. Really well played.
Yeah, actually...
sorry, Jordan. We're taking Jordan, aren't we?
Oh, he's trying to retrieve the favor of killing a villager, but he's still gonna be behind because of the dock. Because the other player couldn't finish his dock, so...
Oh, and Jordan just lost the villager on that board there.
Losing the scout! Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Viper.
Yeah, so down a scout, down a villager, and delayed the dock as well. Jordan with a very nice start indeed. And showing the score as well already.
Gold, please. Stone, please.
Okay, so I think we'll see some heavy rushing here though. It's quite important to go for the water and take the water. The fish boom can really make a difference in a game, or in any game.
Yeah, it's kinda... These days a lot of players don't know how to use the fish. They really don't know how to use the fish to their advantage. At the moment, I'm lacking it myself too. I should practice it a lot more. But it's hard. It's really hard to use your water advantage the best possible way, which makes you win the games. because it's so much easier for the other player just to go 100% land build, where he doesn't concentrate on the water that much.
Yeah.
Because we're used to doing that. We play a lot of land maps usually, so that kind of gives the advantage, especially if you're not that skilled player or you're not at the best shape. It usually gives you a nice advantage when you don't even bother try to build a water economy.
Well, it depends on the map.
Yeah,
Because in a map like this, then yeah, you're right. But in, for instance, islands, for instance, if you don't have water control, you simply can't land your opponents, and that is a big problem.
Yeah, that is true. We can see Viper going for the
Viper
gold
forwards.
here, and Viper's gold is horrible. That's just plain horrible. You can't wall it, you can't town center it, you can't even tower it properly, so it's really bad.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where he's going to actually put the mining camp on that.
Yeah, and we can see here Jordan making 2 docks. His upgrade time is relatively fast,
and
but he's
he will probably add a 3rd dock as well.
Yeah, the villagers eagerly waiting to build
Where is
their
he?
dock.
He's actually waiting. He's Q2 galleys first.
Yeah, he's waiting because he knows that he can't afford the dock yet.
And now he can, so he's going to get the dock. And 2 galleys to go pick off those fishing ships. He's got a small lead into the feudal age, and there's the 3rd dock coming down now.
Oh, and we can see Viper building a barrack here. Yeah, he's trying to blind counter Jordan. That's what's happening. Yeah, that's what's happening here.
Yeah. Jordan actually stonewalling.
Oh, a really good option by Jordan. I really love this.
He's got quite an easy wall here as well. It's not actually too much of a wall. By the time Viper can get any few units out that are going to do damage, he will have been able to wall fully and then try and hit on the water.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see, Jordan was really active with his scout. He was constantly scouting, looking for something that would indicate aggression from Viper, and he found the barrack. And oh, what an armor! There you go. He fixes the stone wall with 1 palisade wall.
There we go. Look at that.
And
total DIY job.
Yeah.
Of course, now Viper's gonna see out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, of course, Viper's going to see that now, and now he's found his ward, he may not commit so heavily into going for a feudal army right here. If he didn't scout that and didn't see the wall this early on, he may have made quite a few too many feudal units, and his best option now may be to try and either A, take water, which he may just try and do anyway, or even go for a faster castle and try and break the walls while he can and catch Jordan off guard.
Yeah, that is true. All the options are risky at the moment. The best option for Viper is definitely to go heavy water. But he can't know what we know, so we just have to wait and see what he decides to do.
Exactly, yes. And Jordan with 3 docks, I'm sure Viper knows he's got 3 at the moment. He probably will not be expecting a land attack from Jordan anytime soon.
Oh, and Viper has actually made an archery range. So already at this point, Jordan should know that he can just mass from 3 docks, and he doesn't have to add any docks if he wants to keep the water. So
of course,
we'll have to see if he decides to go for the faster castle aids, and this way try to win the water, or is he gonna add a 4th dock? At this map and how it's actually built, I think the 3 docks should be a good idea from Jordan, and he should just spend his wood on building more farms and earlier market, and just trying to go up as fast as possible.
Of course, Jordan's got +1 here as well, and Viper does not.
Yeah,
so I think Jordan will be able to take the water here, because not only has he got the 3 docks +1, which Viper doesn't have, Viper built the barracks and the archery range. that's a lot of wood that almost went to waste in a sense.
Yeah, that is true. Especially in a hunt war, you really don't have a lot of wood. And here we go, huge battle occurring here. Both players have +1. It seems that, yeah, Jordan decides to pick the one fishing boat away. Here we see good micro from Viper. Kinda, he's doing it right. He's closing other players' navy as wide as possible. Some players tend to do the micro mistake where they, when they close to enemy ships with their side of their army. You know what I mean? As you can see here. And here we go. Oh, he's gonna get few volleys here.
Yeah,
and here we
definitely.
go. Yeah, really bad for. Oh, Viper decides that he has lost the water, and now he's just going for the raiding.
Going for the ship.
Yeah, really good call
vicious.
for Viper. I really like the decision. It shows mature player knows when he has lost, and he makes the kind of awkward decision, and he just tries to win the game. That's what he's doing here. He knows.
Jordan is, of course, going to hide his fishing ship there, so Viper's not going to get any of those. And also, he's just thrown the market up, and he's going castle. So I think Jordan is in a really good situation right now. His score is way in the lead as well. And this could just be Jordan's game. I don't want to sound too eager to call it just yet, but it is looking very heavily in his favour right now.
Yeah. Is Jordan going to miss Viper's bolts here?
No,
he still didn't find them, and Jordan is already adding fishing ships.
Yep.
Jordan is in the best possible situation. Just awesome play by Jordan here. Really diligently taking care of the scouting with his scout. His scout has been moving through all the game here. So I really love the play from Viper. And as you can see, Scout spots really valuable information. He spots the last remaining galleys from Viper. Yeah. Because
they are gone.
Yeah, with 3 galleys you can two-shot a fishing boat.
Of course.
With 6 galleys you can one-shot a fishing boat. So 3 galleys is a bad number for raiding. Of course, for both players. With the other player has to shoot twice, and the other player has to be worried about his fish because they're gonna disappear really quickly.
Yeah, and there we go. Scale barding armor for Jordan. He's getting his barracks up now. He's going to go launch a land attack. And I think, to be honest, these walls really caught Viper off guard. He probably wasn't thinking that Jordan would wall it up like that. And there we go. It's not good for him. Stable for Jordan.
And he knows the situation.
Yeah.
Kinda, I don't know, kinda early GG. I kinda hoped that he would have stayed in the game for a longer period of time, but Viper was dead. He was dead. The situation was so good for Jordan, and there's no way he could stop the Knights from coming. But however, Viper, I would still kinda trust that the other player can make mistakes. You should never, in this kind of situations, you should never think that your opponent is not gonna make mistakes.
The big thing here, though, Jordan had 10 fishing ships right there, and going Knights with that many fishing ships is so good because you can have more villagers collecting gold, and you can make a lot more Knights as well, which would have just spelled the end for Viper anyway, I think, in this case.
Yeah, definitely. Jordan was already kind of clever, and he researched the gold mining before he went to Castle Age.